But here we are, finally we are here, we are jumping into the game. I'm excited, are you excited? Let's bring the show on.
You know I'm excited, mate. Heretics, the symbol of Super League's rise to power, and UCAM rising from the ashes of a disastrous downturn in this year. Coming back for redemption, it's all down to this, the grand finals of Iberian Cup, and we've got an invade to kick it off.
Yes, this is a good spot, like they understand, okay, the invade's coming out, and they have wards, and I think like it's going to be contested. However, in this situation, it's very, very important to understand, okay, how's the mid lane dynamic? And what Luzor is doing is really, really good. Like, he's pushing him out to guarantee, oh, there's no flip going on, and Azir will probably invest some mana and some HP to ensure this invade is going to look out. And this is exactly what I'm talking about in the draft. You need to be careful for level 1. You need to be careful from split map. And since you now have your bot lane starting in lane, and we see they have priority, it's going to be very, very hard for Tiger to be able to get something on the other side of the map. And already Graves is ahead.
Yes, exactly, right? You just, if you're going to invest in getting someone ahead in this game, you invest in Blue Azor's Graves. That return on investment is massive when you invest in this champion. So he's got that top side, cleared out some of that camp, and has rotated towards that mid lane. He's even going to help Zwyree get more push onto Heretics here. And we've got the engage on the bot side, but Whiten has been pulled back. He's got so low, and it's first blood for Duel. The engage from Heretics goes wildly wrong.
Oh no, this is a disaster for Heretics. The bot lane, the place where it shouldn't. Oh my goodness. And luckily Duel gets the kill, but this is super important for Tiger because now the camps can't be contested. So this was the exact positioning where they should fight them, if they want to fight them, because what was coming was bot lane was going to crash in that wave and then move to the enemy jungle. And imagine you have 2 camps at level 1, at level 2. Like, how we're going to play the game? And we can see here again, like, oh, the level 1, and I think it's going to be like just a handshake that's going to land. Okay, actually,
they want to go in.
Actually, yeah, they're going to in, and at the end of the day, it's just 2v2 bot lane, and Duel is coming in and saying we're going to smack them. We see a gang coming in.
Oh, here's the follow-up. Flash is still available for Heretics bot lane. Here comes the charge for the Spectral Maw. There goes White into safety, and Blue Azor coming in for the support. Suddenly Duel left on the wrong side of town. Tiger has to flash away. He's got that Hallowed Mist. He's going to get to safety, and it will just be the one throw, but Blue Azor definitely in the right place here.
Definitely in the right place. They pick up a kill, and I think this series is going to be, okay, screw top lane. Let's go bot and just fight them over and over. And I think this is really important for Heretics to get something back here, because if they left this lane isolated, I think it would have swung over to favor to the UCAM side, and this is not what you want to have. Because if they're getting a lead there, it's not going to be very, very good for you, because this is the lane that can protect your jungle, and so far it's 1-on-1. The game is still slow. However, I think we're on the brink of seeing some more fighting in bot lane. And
we have the
we come in the replay. Yeah, we got the replay. Yeah, there's like the flash in, and do you see like how Tiger holds his W, but it's actually the end of the disaster, and Duel is dying, and they're trying to get some more, but it just matters on the push out and reset the lane and just go back to business.
Yeah, he's really trying to make sure, he's trying to find the prediction. Where is he going to flash? Where is he going to go? Where do I fire this stunt? And it takes so long to come off that Blue Azor on the rotation, so impactful. So, UCAM still a little bit up in gold. They did have that first blood bonus, but Jack Spectra's the one with the gold injection on Heretics. So now Doxy in this top lane matchup. He's got 3 members pincering around him. Ibo doesn't even need to commit to this one. Maybe he'll just step in for the secure. Maybe they'll just give it to Blue Azor. Doxy! Oh my goodness, you gave him an inch and he took the whole kill.
This is not how it's supposed to be. This is like, okay, you got this kill, and he manages to pick up 1-for-1 in this 3 versus 1 scenario. That's huge. And not only this, because of this play, Jack Spectra's getting zoned, and not only he's getting zoned, he's losing couple CS. Zamalek is being able to pick up a play. This is good. This gotta feel good. This is exactly what Heretics is expecting to play, and it ended up not pushing in their favor.
Dude, that's crazy, Doxy. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry for talking trash about your Aatrox. That was crazy. Grabbing that kill out of the jaws of disaster, and here it is, turned into the dragon as well. UCAM making the best out of that situation. These fights across the map, you just don't know who's going to come out advantage at the end of them.
Yeah, you feel definitely, you feel the hype. I feel the hype. You're like, oh, yes, there's coming a fight. Hey, yes, this should be a clean kill. However, like in these situations, it's just take the kill. It doesn't matter because now Doxy already has the steel-plated caps, and that can swing that matchup. And it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to pull this one back. Because now, as you can see, Ada's going to some rotations, and you're going to see that, hey, we're going to pick up some wards. But I think the game will now kind of slow a bit down, and we will see how the map will unfold.
Yeah, we've had the flipped script that we maybe expected. We expected UCAM to get control on that bot side. We even thought they were gonna after they get that first blood, and with Doxy might suffer. It has been the reverse so far in this game, and for me, the one kind of disparate point there that isn't even across the map, Blurazor has gotten the kill and the CS lead on the Graves. He is going to be scaling up and hitting those item spikes very quickly, whereas Taiga hasn't been able to really get anything off so far.
But here we go into the replay. Yes, this is a good angle. This is really good gank because Doxy has to crash into the wave. Oh, but the reason was cancelled. I think because there's another fight on bot lane.
Yeah, they've got the engage and there's Summoner there for Zamalek. Duel trying to escape. He doesn't have the flash yet. Jack Spectre flash forward. He doesn't find the kill. Blurazor will sew it up and Zamalek trades it back onto the Kai'Sa again. UCAM, they slip out of that situation.
They slip out on situation. It's still a 1-for-1, so every... Oh, but
Wait.
I think like Zamalek...
Come on now, take the 1v2 in the finals of the Iberian Cup. Go for it, man. You know, you're feeling it. Actually, don't. Blurazor hit 6. Don't. Definitely don't.
I think it's good because now it's a 1-for-1. But again, Zamalek's the one living, and he can freeze now the lane, and now it forces jungle and support to make sure. And I think we're going to see something on board. As we can see, that just everything else, and Zamalek actually lost the flash on that. So that's a good read, and that's really huge for Blurazor to do that. And it's like, if you are a jungle and your lane is frozen and you're still there, don't recall. Just please push in the wave, and I think we're gonna see a dive.
Oh, they're looking for it. Whiting's there. The still a cleanse comes straight out on the ult onto Graves, but Whiting's tanking expertly managed by the Heretics pair.
It's so insane what's going on here. It's like blow for blow for blow, and Heretics is sniffing for a kill.
He wants more. He's going to get stunned up by Whiting. Oh, no, he doesn't get it! Jack Spectre fed it! Whiting! How do you get out of that one?
No! But this is all based off the one kill on bot lane where he tried to feast the wave and then it bounced back. They push into it. Oh, and they dive. Oh my god, this game is so exciting. And I love the adaptation from the players, and I love. But now we're getting into replay of the dive. It's Whiting just beautifully executed flashes onto him, gets it, and yes, then Heretics is coming in to clean up. He got close to the bush and there was still a stun, and he dies for it.
The fact he can get stunned from the inside of the brush over the wall with that Q range from Leona, it's such a fine margin, but this game has been going practically a kill a minute in game 1 of the Iberian Cup Finals, and Ibo committing to the fate unsealed as Doxy pops the world ender to escape.
He pops the world ender to escape, and this is like the moment where we get to breathe. This is the moment where we get to feel, okay, yes, it's going to be going good. We see the guys picked up the Rift Herald and they use it on the bot side. This is what I like what UCAM is doing. Every time where Whiting is roaming on the map, they identify that and they punish for it. Every time they got 1 or 2 plates, they're gonna get 2 plates here, and this is exactly what they kind of need to do in order to punish this. A lot of times when you see support rooming, it's like, oh yeah, especially in the solo queue games, oh yeah, team gets something, but they're not getting anything. And here's where they get something, and it's huge. It's on to Zamalek, the player that we have been highlighting as a player who has the ability to take over games, especially on his Varus.
Okay, they're going to try and catch someone out here. They're looking for Zamalek, but Duel did not complete the recall. Whiting, he's pretty close to the tower. Jack Spectre not feeling super comfortable. Look at the damage from Zamalek, popped with a piercing arrow, and Kai'Sa has to run for the hills.
It's such a good sidestep from Duel. The sidestep enabled and made sure that Whiting is going to stay in the base. And yes, this is good. Taiga's coming out here. He's trying to secure.
Ooh. This is fed. Blurazor is so low. The combo almost one-shots him, but the shield will get him out.
Holy crap. It's a bot lane party. Again and again and again. And mid lane has been isolated, but there's a big individual lead that Zyro has managed to get himself. And I think this is going to be the name of the series. Fight bot over and over, over and over, and over and over.
Yep. And then at that point for UCAM, I'm going to have to start looking to Doxy to be a bit of a difference maker, right? He's got the lead in that top side where we maybe wondered if he'd be able to perform in this role. He's got the lead, he's done the laning, right? That's all sorted, checked off, but now he's got to be the Aatrox team fight terror that we know this champion can be, because his team is going to need it. There is so much power coming out of even Jack Spectra, Blurazor, and Zwairu scaling up, as you said. He's going to have to make a difference as the second dragon picked up by Heretics, and they're hard engaging onto Renata as well. Hatrix rotates over, but Blurazor with the damage into hostile takeover, but flies in comes Azir, the 3v2, not winnable for UCAM as Tiger's around the corner. If he can get a reset, maybe it's playable. Zamalek charging the arrow, Graze is low, but is he low enough? They need to finish him to get the Viego passive, and there it is. Now can they still win this one? Zamalek, he's nailed the ult, in goes Viego once again, but he's gone too far, he's gone too deep, and Zwairu will punish.
A nail-biting fight, it was a matter of close inches. Unfortunately, Viego didn't have the ultimate going into this fight, which meant, oh, he could instantly pop someone. And at the end of the day,
Zamalek, come on now, takes the freebie in the mid lane.
I mean, what is going on here? Like, we think the fight is over, the fight isn't over, the fight has just started. But going in, yes, the Duel gets caught out by the Leona ult, and yes, they pretty much are able to burst down Duel. And it's a 3v2, so this should be in the favor going in from Heretics. And then, like, you see Zamalek moving up. Tiger is here. They try to focus on the Leona. The arrow doesn't hit the Leonas, and then he has to flash. And because there was no ult, this would have been 2 guaranteed kills if there was being able for Viego to have ult from the get-go from the start. Because he just got the reset, he got the ult, obviously. And then we see, like, a beautiful snipe from Zamalek. Like, it's insane. And it's actually, like, the perk Varus build. So these arrows are going to hit like a truck.
Yeah, very, very dangerous is Zamalek. We can sing Jack Spectra's praises all day, and believe you me, we probably will. But Zamalek putting himself forward for the most impactful bot laner in this game. As UCAM, they've rotated with Heretics into the mid lane. They're staring at each other across the rift, looking for the opening.
Yeah, look, like I said it's going to be a fist fight. This game is going to be about fighting, and fighting. And you can see every time there's an opportunity, every time they don't know, they're looking for play. They're looking for themselves to get something on the board.
Zamalek flashes past the tower, and Jack Spectra has to cleanse to get away, but a piercing arrow forces the flash. The 1v1 taken by the Varus.
This is exactly what you kind of need. You need to assert dominance. You need to be able to say, okay, yes, the rest of the map is not going so good. Yes, we have a slightly lead in top lane. Our mid lane is not looking so hot. However, we have points of aggression. We have points where we can use our lead. And Zamalek got first blood turret for himself with the play. This guy is crazy fat. He already has finished up the Eclipse. He already has finished up the Mana Mood, looking forward to evolve it into the Muramana. And if you have one person who can say, okay guys, I got you on my back, it's Zamalek.
Yeah, and I love to see that he's flashing 1v1 under the tower onto Jack Spectra. UCAM had to survive relegation this summer. They were 7th in the split, they were 10th in spring, and now Zamalek is stepping up to Jack Spectra with the winning 1v1 after just playing so well throughout this early stage. We love to see it coming out of UCAM. They came out confident, just as Hatrick said. It's not Heretics, it's not EU Masters Champions, it's just another team, and we can beat them. As Doxy's found his way onto Kaika, flashes forward. Oh, but the killer instinct is clutch, and the shield will save his life. As now in comes the Fate Seal to top lane. Zamalek, you had that 1v1 in the bot side, now the mirror match on top, and it's won by Ibo.
Everywhere fights, Jack gets caught. He almost dies. He gets out with the killer instinct. On the other side of the map, beautiful, like, he sniffed that out. You know, okay, yes, the ADC's coming. He has no flash, I can pick him up, but this is just going to be love taps. There's no really fight going on. And there was a huge shutdown going over to Ibo, which is super important for this matchup and how it's going to evolve with the rest of the game. So good job on picking that up, and that's going to translate into a Rift Tower, and I think maybe we'll see this Rift Tower be contested.
I think it might be contested, but for UCAM it really feels like without the Varus, I'm not sure if they have the damage. I don't know, Doxy's feeling good though, Tiger stepping forward, and Heretics with the respect. They don't have the Yone either, and it might end up being flipped as the patience is dropping lower and lower. They're going to let it full reset.
This is very, very good by UCAM because now they can take over. They will see Yone on the bot side of the map. They just waited for Zamalek to come in off the reset. or like the fast reset, as we say,
Yeah.
and they pick up the Herald. And I think Heretics has now to think, okay, we lost the Herald. We're gonna take the Drake. We should like make sure that we have vision on bot side because we're gonna take the Drake, and we're also going to trade that for bot side jungle and probably a T1 bot.
Yeah, and it is the Cloud Soul coming in here, so if you're UCAM, you're maybe looking hungrily at that with your Aatrox, with their Viego, with the repositioning potential, and the same for Heretics, you know, the Kites are even more mobile, even more slippery in these fights after popping that ultimate. Plenty of value for both sides as now we're crashing those waves in on opposite sides of the map. Let's see who wants to turn their eyes to the dragon first. Looks like it's Blurazor.
Yeah, it looks like
he went right past it. Okay.
He went over the wall, and I think it's correct because Jack Spectre is on top side of the map and has to take this wave. And as you can see, Doxy is literally, he's looking, but these top laners are sneaky. They're sitting in the bush and waiting for the ADC to overstep to kill them and get a lead on the map. And this is, it's really odd right now what's happening on the map because Jack Spectre is in top side and yes, the dragon is up, but it looks like Heretics is willing to give that Drake because they're resourcing, like relocating their resources and their numbers advantage into the top side. And I think we're gonna see the Drake going over to UCAM, or both teams are not gonna touch it for a couple of minutes.
Yeah, I'm watching to see how they play this one out, given that as we set up the kind of main goal of these compositions, Heretics, they have the go button, they've got so much dive potential, flying forward, committing to that fight in a big way, whereas UCAM, they've got the disengage, they've got the slippery champs with the hostile takeover, with the Ahri, with the Viego ult to dodge the damage, and they are the ones going to start the fight out first. It looks like Heretics completely ceding this objective. Yeah,
they're completely conceding it, and I think this is a problem of the lane assignment that I mentioned earlier. Jack Spectre on the top side. If you want to fight the dragon, obviously you need like at least a 5v5 or like even numbers. However, they decided to send Jack Spectre Tok to catch that wave that was coming in. So it's a free Drake. It's not the end of the world because it's a Cloud Drake, and as we all know, yes, Cloud Drake can be good. However, there's dive coming in.
Flashing from White, and he is going to find that stun, but here's Duel with the flash with the hostile takeover. Doxy's already fallen, and Blurazor will slip away. One more tower shot, could not find it, but Heretics at least makes it the 1-for-1.
Again, 1-for-1. This has been the theme of the game. One fight breaking out, 1-for-1, and as long as these fights are good, both teams get something. So I think this is why the game is so close. And if you look at the gold lead, it's very, very even. Yes, Heretics has a 1k gold lead. And I think the gold lead is mostly on the side of the Graves. As we can see, Graves lost already 2 items.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the Umbrella Graves is very cheap. However, Graves is like, he's going to get huge. And they need to respect them. Coming into replay, there's the dive coming in. White is very, very easy on those flashes. He tries to set it up. The hostile takeover slightly misses, and that could have been the disaster if the hostile takeover hits the Graves. And then maybe there's some two-shotting on Jack Spectre happening. I've seen some weird ults coming out, so definitely 1-for-1 in the end of the day. And it looks like they're setting up for... Oh, there's a pick.
Committing onto Whiten there, but here's the proc in the Blight stacks. It's not going to get the kill though, but Whiten might be out of the fight as they've dropped the Heralds. This mid lane turret, not long for this world if they can just push it over the line. Hatrix also coming in from the flank. Heretics, they're playing respect for the flash in. He gets it, threads it onto Whiten, but they can't find the kill. Jack Spectre applies him with the killer instinct. The flank from Ivo, UCAM, you gotta get out of here. Doxy now left on the front line. He has the flash if he needs it and will likely be able to escape. UCAM, I don't know how everyone got away surviving there.
I don't know, but crazy. They're looking to fight, and I like this confidence. I like the willing from UCAM to be willing to say, yes, we can pick up the fights. Yes, we can skill check them. Because this is exactly what you need. You need to be able to contest them in fights and skirmishes. If you are not able to contest them, I don't think you're going to win this game. So this is a very, very good sign from UCAM coming out, showing up for the fight. At the end of the day, they get the T1 mid, which is important, which opens up the map. And it's still crazy, and it's still even game.
Yeah, we haven't seen too much success from Hatrix Ahri so far. He is going for these active, these flash charms. We've seen them twice this game so far already, but neither time has really managed to succeed in the play he had in mind. So he's got this utility build with the Everfrost into the Zhonya's. He's very, very hard to kill, and he's got good lockdown potential, but he's not going to be the one bringing that damage into the late game. That's going to have to be Doxy, Tiger, and Zamalek, and they've been pretty reliable so far as Blurazor making his presence known in that jungle, pushing back the Renata.
Yeah, this is going to be the tier 1 mid for Heretics side of the game. So they open up the map as well. And Yeah, there's going to be a fight again.
Oh, you got the flash. He's so low, but is he going to get pushed into Resurrect? The shield just about keeps him alive. And again, UCAM, they slip away from the fight.
They slip away from the fight at the end. What's going on? Please. I don't want to see another dive here.
Heretics has ult.
He's fishing.
He might go for it. Can he spot him? Can he spot the Leona? Can he stop them? He's going to cancel the recall at least, but there'll be no kill for now.
At the end of the day, Heretics get this T1. There's crashing in the wave in, and I think this is good macro by the side of Heretics, identifying, okay, both soloists have to pick up the sideways. That's the moment where you group up mid and try to take the T1 because they have to answer these waves. So this is very, very good from the side of Heretics, and I think they're still in control of the game. It's a slight gold lead. The soul is not going to matter that much because it's going to take a while for Heretics to pick it up. So we are actually already looking at like, okay, maybe like one fight that will turn into Baron. You can see if you look at the items, 2 items on top lane, 2 items on jungle, 2 items on mid. Jack Spectre is looking for kill.
Aggression onto Hatrix, but trying to lock down on Ari is easier said than done. Tiger on the rotation. Zamalek lands the Chains of Corruption and Whiteson on the front, and he ain't getting out of that one for free. Zamalek picks it up in from Doxy. If they can keep this fight going, this could be the Baron. This could be massive for UCAM in game 1. The chase comes over, ulting over the wall for Tiger, but they can't lock them down. He's dived far forward, too far once again, and Ibo looks for the punish. Zamalek now left trying to do it all, but the rest of his team's evaporated. Heretics, it looked rough for them, but they still come out the winners in the fight.
They come out on top at the start of the fight. No one was like, okay, it's probably going to the side for UCAM, and like it's going to be the Baron at the end of the day. And that's exactly what we mentioned. One fight into Nash. Heretics on the Nash. UCAM looking to a contest. Duel is very, very low.
Ooh, hostile takeover is going to get sidestepped. Hatrix, can he disrupt them enough to stop this objective? The charm is down. Catch onto Blue Azor. They don't have the damage. Baron down below 2,000. It's going to be picked up by Graves. No steal attempted. And I think UCAM, they got as excited as I did. I thought this could be it. This could be the moment they take control of this game. And Doxy and Tiger, they dive too far forward and it all goes wrong.
I really want to look at this fight again because there was so much layers. It started with Jack Spectre hunting for Ari, and this was important because Ari lost her ultimate, which is a huge tool in these fights because he... Look again, another fight.
They got onto Tiger, they're going to find him. Jack Spectre will pick it up easily, following up, but now here's the collapse from Zamalek. They found the Kaiser. One more auto will do it, and Whiten again left on his lonesome in the wrong side of the map. Again, this play, I thought that was Heretics, but UCAM come on top.
I think it's... Okay, we're getting into replay. Here's exactly what I mean. Like, Heretics losing his ult is basically out of the fight. Has still 1 stack, but you see they're coming in. Oh, the fight, like, they're trying to kill Whiten as fast as possible. Whiten buys a much more time. And here they have the decision. Do we go forward? They decide to go forward. And here's the next point where they say, okay, do not chase. We can just pick up the Baron. Heretics has DP, but they overchase. There's a beautiful combination from Iberian going in. There's 2 sides of the fight, one over the wall, one in the river, and then they manage to pick up those kills, clean up, and turn it into an Ash.
Kinda almost feels like Zvyo won that fight from beyond the grave with that Azir ult trapping Zamalek behind it. He's like, guys, I can't jump this wall. I'm just a Varus. I can't, I'm trying to help you. And he wasn't able to get it done in time. Zvyo laughing from the grey screen as now Heretics, they retain control of the game. Once again, they got that Baron buff. They got more of a gold lead now. Could this be the time where they can actually start taking some definitive fights in the definitive wins in the fights?
They should be looking to take objectives. I think what they're playing for is they will push out this mid-wave and then shift into the top side of the map to get the tier 2. And UCAM is ready for it. They know that they're coming through and they're looking for a pick.
They're always ready for it, always ready for the aggression. And remember, they have such great disengage tools. Duel with the hostile takeover has been able to slow down some of these plays, but the Baron push is coming across now. It's so hard to deal with.
It's so hard to deal with, especially because like the range advantage that Azir has. Oh, there's the Varus ult being missed. We see some skirmishes.
Oh, they're looking for damage onto Whiten, but killing the Leona. Once again, it's a tricky task. Jack Spectre looking for an angle. Blue Azor firing away with Destiny on the front line, and they're taking so much control of the jungle, but Blue Azor will slip away. If only they still had the Varus ult.
If only they still had the Varus. Unfortunately, they missed. It's good to see from both sides. They're willing to fight. So he's coming in, Ibo going in.
Speaking of willing to fight, he drops the ultimate, slides back away though.
It's always like, they're going for these skirmishes, they're going for these chip damages, and UCAM actually can be happy if they don't lose 2 inner turrets of this Baron push. They're gonna lose 1 for sure. Okay, they're gonna lose a second. So there's a charm landing. This is going to be fine. I'm just getting too excited when I see still just landing. This is the first game.
These guys want to fight.
Yeah, these games want to fight. And 26 minutes in, UCAM looking at possible, hey, this first game is going over to Heretics.
Duel, he's had to flash away. The ult will save him for now, and there's a rotation coming through from UCAM, and there's the rotation, the flank angle. In fact, from Heretics and Doxy, if they can get the carries here, this could be massive to keep the game alive. And Heretics, he is killed, but Tiger will still find one. It's 2 for 1 so far in the fight, as the rest of Heretics looks like they've escaped.
This is really good from UCAM. They identified, okay, we cannot let our map bleed. We cannot give them everything that they want. We need to make something, and we need to pick something up. And yes, they get 1 kill, but they get 2 kills back. However, they still lost the turret, and Heretics is going to be at the end of the day, okay, we're still going to take all of your jungle, we still got the tier 2, and now it's like, okay, the next Baron will probably decide the game, whoever gets that. For example, if Heretics gets it, I can see them ending off that Baron push. If they don't make the mistake of, oh, we got an Ashe, let's just fight again, and we're coming in. Duel is trying to defend his turret, and then we see the teleport coming in. Actually, it's double TP. On the bottom side of the map, there was a ward, and we see the flanks, and Heretics is trying to assassinate Whiten, and at the same time, there's 2 different fights, and what I love to see is like, okay, they need to be more on the same page. If they want to have these flanks going on, Doxy and Heretics on the same point, trying to isolate, trying to pick someone up, but teleport coming in, I guess we don't stop fighting in this game.
Yeah, speaking of pick, Zamalek, he gets away from both ultimates. He's got the flash, he's got the cleanse. If he can survive here, it could be massive. He is alive, but very, very barely. And now Jack Spectre finds his way onto him. The AD carry is down. Zamalek, the rock for UCAM in this first game, is the first to fall in the fight. And Doxy will follow after. There's a charm from Heretics. They do have the damage to take down the Kaisen. Tiger's looking for the reset. Watch for Blurazor. Watch for Zwyru. These carries for Heretics are still alive and kicking.
This fight in this game is crazy. Like, we come off the replay and we get into another fight. This time it's going to be like Heretics coming out on top, and the gold lead is going to increase massively. If you look at the gold, it's going to be huge. It's 8k right now. There's going to be a Baron soon. I think Heretics is in the driver's seat to pick up this game, number 1. And what we will see now, they're going to prep for this Nash. It's going to spawn in 25 seconds. And then it's do or die for UCAM. Can they get the steal? But again, there's going to be Tiger being picked up.
He's going to skip back to the team, and oh, there he goes. Drags the soul back to his body, will escape from that Var Assault.
This is huge. They get the Var Assault, now they can set up, and they have the vision control on the top side of the map. So it's just going to be a very, very easy Nash for the sides of Heretics. You see all these wards littered in the top side of the map, and then making sure, oh, we got prize, and we have the wage pushing in, so there's no area of contest, there's no point of easy getting to the Nash pit. It doesn't matter how long it takes, it just matters that they're not being able to get to the pit.
Tiger finds the stun onto Whiten, but Ibo ready to cover if needed. You can see the Baron dropping lower and lower on the left side of your screens. UCAM trying to find a way through, and then in fact they peel off, they look for the fight. Ibo goes in deep, but watch for Zamalek. They have to get the Varus down if they want to win the fight. Heretics, they're dropping pretty low, but they found the Ahri on the side, and it's 1 for 0 right now. They don't have to force this one anymore if they don't want to.
This is very, very good setup, and they're picking the fight, even though they could have decided to finish the net. Be like, okay, we need to fight him, but there's not a fight going on.
UCAM wants it, goes into Blurazor, but they can't get the damage down. Zamalek is firing away still, and Zwyru could be looking for an angle. Blurazor slips into the pit to escape the piercing arrow, and I think Heretics, are they going to start the Baron? They're pretty low on a couple of targets. Oh, they found Duel. They go through. Jack Spectre goes in. Oh, but they took down Blurazor! Where did that arrow come from? Zamalek taking down the jungle there, so critical.
And that is so huge. These snipes from Zamalek, these arrows are doing a massive job. If he doesn't get Graves there, this is for sure Nash, and the consolation prize for Heretics is going to be the Cloud Drake, which is going to put them on soul point. This game is exciting. It's fist fighting over and over and over. We are 30 minutes of the game. We have 35 kills. I think we're going to be much longer this game.
Dude, Zamalek Varus is something else, man. He is doing so much on this pick. 10, 4-1, taking the 1v1s versus Jack Spectra in lane, sniping the jungler out to save the game. But Heretics, is he on the wrong side of town? He is. The Ari though, 1 charge, 2 charge, he's got 1 left, will escape from the ults, and it's just the spells burned.
It's just 1 ult for 2 ults. At the end of the day, that will not heavily impact the game, but we come back to this Nash setup. You see, okay, there's going to be the fight on Tiger, he dives back, and then we see 2 fights. On the one side, we see Heretics versus like Spyro and the Graves. And then we see like, oh, the fight's like tiptoeing around, and then we see another pickup. Jack Spectre lands a W. They go in again, Varusot lands. And then they all clump up, and we will see how now Jack Spectre is landing another W and going in, instantly killing, and Air is, oh my goodness, he just hits him, and this is so crucial that he gets that pick, because if he doesn't get that pick, this is for sure the Nash. And as we speak of the Nash, we are back at the Nash.
Oh, they went to pick him off, but there's just more members of Heretics. What a stun from Whiten! You needed a perfect ultimate, and he finally found it. Doxy and Tiger, can they escape back to the tower? Zamlek is there, gets a root, but will he be able to get them out? The charm follows up. Blurzor goes golden. He's going to survive this one. So far, still just the 1-for-0. Ivo as well, covering on the flank as always.
Beautiful pickup. 1-4-0. This is going to lead into the Nash, and this is a crucial pick. Again, Whiten, this whole game he's looking like he has the Leona. He wants to go in. This is exactly what we talked about draft, but this Nash is going to be contested for sure. We see a TP coming in. Patrick's TPing in.
Got the ult. They find the stun. Can he go over the wall? It's taken by Blurzor. 1 kill traded back, but will they find any more? Hat-trick splashes for the Everfrost. If they can wipe them out. Down goes 1. Can they find more? Zamlek steps forward. They kill them all 1 by 1. Only Yone left alive.
It's a disaster for Heretics, and it happens again. They pick up the Nash and they instantly lose it. It's a disaster, and this is exactly what you need to get. 4 kills, they get the resets. This is how Ari and Diego was as a duo. You get 1 seed, both champions get the reset, and we gotta look into it. Okay, Zyro's trying to do the zoning. I don't know why Zyro's zoning. They get 1 reset. Azir, possession. Ari flashed over, lands a charm. People are trying to block their skill shots, and Zamlek's coming in, cleaning up, and then it's reset after reset after reset, and only left 1 Nash on Young. And I said it, but this game seems to be going longer. And actually, we thought this Cloud Soul won't matter, or the Soul won't matter at all. We are getting close to that fight.
Time and again, Blackgate Heretics, they try to slam the door on this game, but UCAM, they keep jamming their foot in it. They're inching their fingers through the crack. They refuse to let this story be over, and this is just Game 1, everybody. We've got a potential 5-game series of this level of action coming your way. More than a kill a minute. We're going to all the distance with Dragons, multiple Barons. It's everything we could ask for.
It's everything we could ask for. It's exciting. And at the end of the day, this is Game 1. This is where all the nerves come in. And this only could be, this game is enough for a series already. But we see Ivo going in. It's not going to be much. There's actually GTP coming in. They're really looking forward to siege on this turret. They're really trying to break this inner one. So if they're able to get it, this would be a double inhib for the likes. No, Ivo's going on.
Deep. He's deep, but he's right back out, and he does still give them the Baron push, but they can't find the inhibitor. Heretics looks for the arrow. Can they find Blurzor? Now he does have the Guardian Angel and the Azir turret. Forcing that follow-up from UCAM is so hard.
It's, at the end of the day, it's just going to be love taps again, but I love the aggression from UCAM. I love them being ready to say, okay, if you misstep, if you overstep, we're going to look forward to punch you. We're going to fight you, and we're going to look back to get back into this game. And at this point, 1 fight could actually bring them into favor. But what we see is like they're getting double inhib, and this seems like Heretics is taking control of this game. There's going to be a little fight again. Oh, they're so low. Blurzor is dropping.
He does still have the resurrection if he needs it, but they did get that double in here. But I love that the Heretics were not dissuaded by getting shoved off the first time. They stuck around, they stuck to their guns, and now they have all the map pressure in the world.
They should just looking for a reset, and then just gonna make sure the vision is around, grab that soul, and then look forward to pressure top, because now we have bottom lane hits and mid lane hit. Oh, this is a fight.
Looking for maybe we called it too soon. Heretics does find the route, but they need to find the kill. Ibo has the fate sealed, and Jack Spectre diving into follow up. Hostile takeover is there, but 2 members of UCAM make that. 3 have already fallen. Just like that, the game is done. The door is slammed in UCAM's face as Heretics will push this wave into the base. They'll go 1-0 up in the Iberian Cup final.
They find the picks. Screw the hell, screw the soul. It doesn't matter. Just look for a pick. Play towards the game, name of the game, fight them over and over. Heretics go 1 up.